What's up, Mi40 University? Ben Pakulski here at the Mi40 gym, and our special guest today is none other than Megan Schwartz, trainer here at the Mi40 gym and our resident glute specialist. Megan has graciously offered to help us demonstrate this video today, and it's one of your biggest limitations in building muscle, and that's the inability to stop your body from moving. What does that mean? Most people train, and they train full body movement and have all this ridiculous amount of inertia, and Megan's going to demonstrate what that means. But really, one of the most important things you can do is one of my 6 essentials of exercise is simply lock it down. Stand proud, and whatever position you start a movement in, you finish it in that position as well. So what does that mean? If I'm doing a lateral raise, a bicep curl, a lunge, a deadlift, a squat, whatever it happens to be, any type of back motion, once I set my body in place, nothing moves except for the joint or joints that I'm trying to train. So there's no extraneous movement, there's no knee bouncing, there's no hip swaying, no chest movement. All that stuff is extraneous movement, shifting tension from muscle to muscle where you don't want it to go. We want to place muscle in one specific place and let it stay there. So Megan's going to demonstrate how to do first a bicep curl, the wrong way and then the right way, and then she's going to demonstrate how most people do a lateral raise and then how to do it the right way and place it on the right spot that we're trying to train. So Meg, show them how to do bicep curls. So first we can do the wrong way. We see everybody doing some hip motion. The no bicep curl. Meg likes to bro it up a little bit. Good. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to get her body lock in stone. So she's going to think about pushing her hips down toward the ground. So she's actually trying to push her legs through the ground. So she's going to feel all the musculature of her glutes, her quads, everything below her hips contract. So if you guys do that at home, try that. Just push into the ground and you're going to feel everything in your lower body contract. What happens if it's contracted? It's not going to move. So then Megan's going to keep her core really, really tight. Good. And get those biceps in the right position. She's going to stand really tall. Chin is tucked. Good. Go ahead, Meg. Show them how it's done. So everything literally from here down is the only thing that's moving. That doesn't move. That doesn't go forward or back. And she's thinking about, as far as path of motion, watch the path that the dumbbell travels. It's actually an arc, right? So it goes out, then it comes back in. So she's thinking like out, and then back in. And she's thinking out. And if I were to literally try to move her, I couldn't physically move her, right? There's no extraneous movement allowed. Whereas most people are never allowing this muscle to do work. We want this muscle to work, not all these other muscles to assist or create inertia. Awesome, Meg. Show them how to do a lateral raise. You can face the front. Awesome. So chest really, really tall. Same idea with the ground here. I'm trying to shove my pelvis down so that all this stuff contracts so that I'm not able to do this, right? Good. So she's locking her abs in place really, really tight. Chest up, chin up. Good. So the chin is neutral, right? It's not down, it's not up. It's neutral, which just means tucked in. And notice where she's starting. She naturally does this. We don't have to teach it. She starts slightly outside of her hips because these dumbbells can't exert any amount of tension when we're moving here. They don't start exerting tension until we're out here. So Meg starts there and come up. So obviously she's using a weight that's not massively challenging for her, but actually, Meg, turn around and do this. Watch this. No scapular movement whatsoever. Notice how she doesn't go up too high, and that's another thing most people do wrong. Show what happens when we go really high, Meg. See how that moves? That's not what we're trying to work. We're trying to isolate the glenohumeral joint, which is the only joint that is affected by the deltoid muscle. So if we isolate it, this shouldn't move at all. Good. Good, as little movement here as possible. So, good, come to the top and hold. Good, that's the top of her range. Now if she goes higher, watch the only thing that moves. That starts to come around. Good, awesome. So she's not actually, thanks Meg, she's not actually ever increasing her range. She's just increasing the other muscles that are getting targeted as well. So if you're trying to make it a delt movement, make it a delt movement. And that's why most people don't have good delts, is because they never isolate that specific function and that specific muscle. They start coming up here, and the actual glenohumeral joint never really moves. It's all this scapular movement. So pay attention to stand proud, lock it down, and eliminate extraneous movement. Thank you to Megan Schwartz. That's Ben Pakulski for the Mi40 University.